While the Twin Towers were being attacked, both of them, there was also the attack on the Pentagon, and then another disaster 260 miles to the west in a field in Pennsylvania. A United Airlines jet that also had been hijacked by terrorists plummeted to the ground, killing everyone aboard. Yet it becomes clear that the hijackers may have in fact intended another target, probably another target in Washington, D.C., either another attack on the Pentagon or the White House or the Capitol. And given the damage they did in New York, can you imagine if that also occurred? And the only reason that was prevented from happening is because some of the passengers struggled with the hijackers. They forced the airplane into the ground before it reached whatever target was intended. And we know whatever target was intended, it would have taken even more innocent lives and maybe destabilized our government. One of the brave passengers involved in this effort was Mark Bingham, a 31-year-old public relations executive and rugby player from San Francisco. Mark was openly gay. But at that terrible moment of decision, his sexual orientation hardly mattered to his fellow passengers, and it certainly doesn't matter to the lives that he eventually ended up saving. We may never know whose lives he saved. Could be members of Congress, could be the president. We don't know. At that moment, Mark Bingham and the other passengers were not defined by their sexual orientation, weren't defined by their race, their age, their religion. They were defined by their heroism, by their decision to risk death, actually to bring death upon themselves, rather than to allow terrorists to carry out their evil plans unhindered. Just as the firefighters, the police officers, and other rescue workers of New York City are examples to all of us, so are Mark Bingham and the other ordinary men and women who showed extraordinary valor on America's darkest day. There are probably a lot of stories like Mark's that we'll never know. My friend John McCain gave the eulogy for Mark Bingham, and he brought his speech to a close with these words: "America will overcome these atrocities. We will prevail over our enemies. We will right this terrible injustice, and when we do, let's claim it as a tribute to our liberty and to Mark Bingham and all those who died to defend it." I know this echoes your thoughts for tonight. It certainly echoes mine. And I must say that we have to recognize that the reason that we're being attacked by terrorists, by people who are so radical in their beliefs and so perverted in the way in which they look upon religion and have destroyed the meaning of religion. It doesn't really apply necessarily to any particular religion. Over the history of the world, people have perverted many different religions and used it in the name of violence or destruction of other people they disagree with. But the thing that really seems to be the cause of their attack on us is our freedom, is the fact that we're a free society. We have a free economy. We have a democratic political system. We believe that individuals should be allowed to make choices responsibly about their own lives. And that's so threatening to them. And just think about why it's threatening to them. Because if that happened in their society, then those are very powerful ideas. Those ideas just overwhelm. They overwhelm bullies. They overwhelm dictators. They overwhelm people who oppress other people. And they are very frightened of our ideas. And that's why they're attacking us. The Pride Agenda helps to expand one of those really important ideas for us, and that is that differences between people's sexual orientations are not reasons for them to be divided. And you've done a really terrific job of moving our society to a greater level of understanding what liberty is all about. And I want to thank you for that. So, my last thought is a very practical one. How many of you are from outside New York City? Just put up your hands if you are. Let me see. I can't. That's good. Spend a lot of money. I'm serious. While you're here, our local economy could use a little boost right now. I want you to spend, like, buy a couple of extra things, okay? I don't care what. Just buy them. We collect. Well, wait a second. Just as long as we collect sales tax on it. Because we need the help. And encourage your friends to come here right now. If you're going to come to New York, this is the time to come here. Don't go around telling people not to be afraid, live their lives the way they want to live them, the way they were living them before, because we can't let these cowardly terrorists in any way affect our ability to move forward. I know you won't. I just hope you'll encourage other people to do the same thing. And I can't tell you how much I thank you for the amount of money that you've given to the people who have lost the most in this terrible tragedy, and how much I respect you for expanding freedom for all of us. Thank you, and God bless you.